Well, I thought we've been doing lots of experiments this spring where we set up the experiment during first step science, but then you had to wait for a while to see what happened. Well, here are some of the results of what actually happened. And this was from a first step science that we called seed needs. And one of the experiments that we set up was, do seeds like it cold or do they like it warm? And so here's what happened when I planted my seeds in a little cup with some dirt. And look, this is the one that's marked warm. Look how tall it grew. And of course, I kept watering it every day, or not every day, but every other day. And look how big it's getting. That's very good. That was the one that was in the warm windowsill. This is the one that's marked cold, and it was in my refrigerator. And as you can see, nothing grew, nothing happened. And I'm poking around in here right now to find the seed to see if it actually even sprouted. And I found it here. And it hasn't even sprouted at all. So if I take a look at this experiment, do seeds like it warm or do they like it cold? I'm going to say they definitely like it warm. So there we go. So let's take a look at another experiment setup that we did. One was here we go. Do they need air to grow? Or can they survive with no air? And so here's the one that was planted and grew in my window, and it had air the whole time. Looks like it's growing pretty good. Not quite as good as the other one, but pretty good. It's sprouted and it's getting some leaves. I love it. And so then I put the same amount of seeds and covered it with water so the seeds couldn't get any air to grow. And look what happened. The seeds just got all rotten. They didn't sprout at all. They had no air. Nothing happened. So I'm going to say that seeds definitely need air to grow. So that was our second experiment with seeds. And then here's kind of a fun one that I really liked. Do plants and seeds need light, or can they grow in the dark? And I just had a really kind of cool surprise. I planted some seeds in the light, and look what happened. I got a nice little plant growing up really tall and strong, and I put the same amount of seeds in a box with no light. And I checked it about 4 days ago, and it looked like they had started to grow a little bit. But when I opened it up this morning, look what happened. They sprouted. Whoa, but they look like they were looking for light, I think. This one's a nice and green and pretty. And the ones that had sprouted in there, I'll take out the cup. My box is a distraction. There was no light in this box. It looks like they were traveling around and around and around, trying to find the light. And their leaves aren't very green at all. They need light. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one out of the box, and we'll see if the leaves then turn green and it starts to get a little healthier looking. So from this experiment, do they like light or dark? I'm going to say they definitely like light. All right, and we did one more thing with seeds that was kind of cool. We tried to see if seeds could only grow in water or if something else would help the seeds grow. Some other liquid would work for seeds. And one of the things I did was Coca-Cola, and nothing grew in my Coke seed container. And then I did orange juice, still nothing. I did salt, not a thing. I did kombucha. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Nothing. I did sugar. Nothing. I did tea. Nothing. But the one that I did with regular old bottled water, ta-da! So I'm going to say that you shouldn't water your plant with Coca-Cola. Sorry, or orange juice. Water is just the best thing to help the seeds grow. So that was pretty exciting and fun to watch this experiment kind of take shape and figure out what seeds need. So I hope your experiments turned out kind of fun. Oh wait, I have one more thing. We built a sprout jar and we put some paper towel in the jar and put some seeds down in there and then kept it moist. But look what we got, little plants. And when I take a look, and I hope that when you did this, you could see leaves and roots start to take shape and little plants start to grow inside your sprouting jar, just like mine. So right here, some roots and some leaves. So check it out. And we hope you had fun planting some seeds and finding out what they need. Thank you.